Let's talk about Mutuum Finance, a project that has been getting attention in the crypto space because of its ongoing pre-sale and its promise to build a decentralized lending protocol. On paper, Mutuum says it will offer both peer-to-contract and peer-to-peer lending, with users able to supply crypto, borrow against assets, and interact with everything through smart contracts. It's a pitch that sounds familiar, a sort of next-gen DeFi platform that claims to improve on existing systems. The idea itself isn't bad. If everything works the way they describe, Mutuum could become a flexible lending ecosystem where users earn interest and access liquidity without a middleman. They also talk about having audits, a bug bounty program, and a testnet launch coming in the later stages of their roadmap. Those things help their credibility a little because at least they're presenting themselves as a real development project rather than a meme coin with no purpose. But here's where the concerns start stacking up. Mutuum is extremely new, and most of the attention around it comes from marketing rather than organic community interest. There isn't a large user base, and there's very little evidence of real on-chain activity so far. Whenever a project is driven mostly by pre-sale hype, that's a sign you need to slow down and look more closely. A huge portion of their token supply is being sold in the presale. That alone isn't proof of anything shady, but it does raise questions about future liquidity and how early investors might get affected once the token actually launches. When a presale controls such a large piece of the supply, you have to wonder what will happen if the internal team or large holders decide to sell quickly. Another concern is transparency. Mutuum does not clearly reveal the identities of its founders or leadership team. That doesn't automatically mean it's a scam. Plenty of DeFi teams operate anonymously, but anonymity combined with a massive pre-sale and aggressive marketing is a risky formula. Investors want to know who's building a financial product, especially when dealing with lending and collateral. There are also scattered reports online from people claiming they couldn't swap or withdraw tokens after the presale stages. It's unclear whether these issues were technical bugs, user mistakes, or early liquidity problems, but the lack of clear communication from the project doesn't help. When real money is involved, transparency and consistent updates matter. So, is Mutuum Finance legit? The honest answer is that it sits in a gray zone. It's not an obvious cartoonish scam, but it's also not a clearly established DeFi project with a proven track record. It's high risk, and the presale structure only adds to that risk. If Mutuum really launches a working lending protocol, then early buyers might benefit, but there's no guarantee that will ever happen. Bottom line, Mutuum Finance is a speculative bet. If you invest, do it cautiously, only with money you can afford to lose, and don't assume the future platform will deliver everything it promises.